So it looks like iPhones actually have another problem specifically for the iPhone 15s. Now this is very interesting because before, it seems like the iPhone 15s just can't get enough of these issues that just keep plaguing these particular devices. The thing with the iPhone 15 right now is that with this specific, particular device, this is a device that actually ended up getting a new charging port. Now from what we can basically see, it looks like some technology within these devices actually ended up interfering with some other issues with some other devices. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it looks like the iPhone 15 actually has some sort of a charging problem or charging issue with BMWs and Toyotas. So I don't know what it is particularly with these specific devices, but it looks like with the iPhone 15s, some BMW and Toyota owners are actually complaining that their charging of their particular iPhone 15s isn't actually working out that well. And the wireless charging, particularly for these devices, aren't actually going through and actually either working. And it looks like this can actually be a problem I don't really know why this is even affecting these particular devices. The thing is that with something like the, iPhone 15, this is a device that just came out. And it's funny because you would think that this might be an iPhone problem, but it's not quite an iPhone problem as much as it is, the hardware issue of these cars. So it looks like what some people are stating is that these cars are actually specifically having issues with these, iPhones. And this is totally okay because the iPhones themselves doesn't really look like they are the issues. So if you're somebody who owns something like the BMW or the Toyota Supra in this, particular standpoint, you are actually not really, the iPhone isn't really the problem. It's more so the hardware and the NFC chip not interacting well between those two. So it looks like Apple pretty much would, still needs to fix and address this issue, even though it isn't necessarily their fault completely. It's just kind of like two different hardwares kind of not speaking well to each other. Now there's another problem I wanted to hit on as well, which is the iPhone 15 Pros. It looks like these particular iPhones really aren't selling too well. And I do think this is because the iPhone, pretty much the iPhone before this, which was the iPhone 14 Pro, sold exceptionally well. That is a very interesting thing here, because when you look at a device like the iPhone, 15 Pro is a device that's better than the iPhone 14 Pro in almost every single area. But like I mentioned before, with the iPhone 14 Pro, this iPhone just ended up selling way better than I think a lot of people initially, thought. And because of that, I basically knew that the iPhone 15 Pros weren't going to sell as well, because the 14 Pros ended up selling, better and, being one of the best selling Pro models of last year. So in terms of that, those are two different issues that we've kind of seen. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.